Jimmy Butler, without question. Draymond Green, two-way player. I even
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, a man who once said he will never write another traditional sports column. Please don't say that so, Bill Simmons. Don't say that.
Well, now you just have to tweet. You need 280 characters, and you can pretend you're a writer.
What do you think of social media?
I actually think for basketball it's been a huge advantage. And it hasn't been a huge advantage for a lot of other things, but I think it's made basketball a lot more fun. I do worry, though, sometimes that people are just watching their Twitter feed over the games. I still think there's an advantage for people who actually are watching what's going on versus watching people's reactions to what's going on.
Interesting. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. They've got the Prophet Brown out there with Edwards, and it's the Wizard, and it's the Kid, and at the 5. Barnes outside. Blackhole passes to Howard, kicks it to Barnes. On the wing, Barnes. The baseline J, and that misses badly. Air ball. Inside, here's the Wizard. Rebounded by Flash. Here's ABC. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Down low. Here's Brown. It's blocked. Here's ABC. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right, did it?
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the #1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get #3 and #1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's the Prophet to the inside. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 5 now.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Brown the pass to the Wizard. Unloads. Edwards can't hit.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Barnes. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only 1 ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them, and they won the title.
How old were you in 17?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Collins on that team?
Collins, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. It was probably the most famous NBA game ever of the, the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
Edwards can't hit.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
From 13, that one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
They get it back. Brown right side. And here's Edwards. He's got 5, sinks the triple. Edwards got 8 points. Always a spirited debate, Bill, around the NBA. Which team was the best ever? I know you have an opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I used to feel really strongly about my opinion on this, but I think basketball has changed so much over this decade that I'm not even positive how you could compare what this Warriors team is versus what I always thought the 86 Celtics were the best team. But the 86 Celtics were built, I always compared it to a hockey team on a power play. We're just trying to get closer and closer to the net and crowd the net. And they were just built around getting layups and the best possible shots. The Warriors are built around math and shooting threes and spacing the floor. And if you took the 86 Celtics and indoctrinated them in that style for 5 years, they all would have been shooting threes, and they probably would have done it better than the Warriors, but I don't know. So I almost have like the before-after with theirs. I think the Warriors are the best team of the math era, but I still think the 86 Celtics were the best start-to-finish season anyone's had. The dark horse for me was the 01 Lakers, the second Lakers team. When Shaq and Kobe, they had won the year before, rocky first few months, and then they figured out whatever they needed to figure out, and Phil Jackson probably sprinkled some Zen fairy dust on them or whatever he did, and they just ripped through the league. And they came very close to going undefeated in the playoffs. So that would be my dark horse.
Here's Black Hole. No points in the game yet for him. Barnes with another miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
To the right side. Down low, the Prophet. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they wanted to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Nate McMillan. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the things that stand out to me is how well their team communicates on defense. I mean, they function as a unit. That's why defense is a weapon for them.
Prime time's checked in for Barnes. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the Entertaining as Hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head,
yeah.
single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10. You have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that because you could get good money from that to maybe shorten the season,
Great
which
idea.
would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. There's too many nights where the players, I just think basketball is really hard to play.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
The kid passes to Edwards. Here's the Wizard. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get it going. Edwards can't hit. We were talking about the length of the NBA season and various opinions on shortening it. I suppose, Bill, one argument is that you want regular season games to be more significant, and you want that regular season to mean something every night.
Mean a little bit more.
Yeah.
Make the pace, I don't know. When you get after the All-Star break, you was whining and complaining, oh, well, we knew this could be a hard season. You can really feel these guys slogging through it. You know, and especially, it can't be that hard. You have 4 of the best 20 players. Like, settle down. I think you'll be fine. You're winning every game by 30 points.
Yeah.
But I wish they would tighten the season.
Blake with it. He's covered by Brown. And that misses badly. Air ball. Pass to the Prophet. Here's Edwards. Up again. Rebounded by Howard. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
Just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on.
These kids love it. They cannot get enough of these games.
Yeah, we should have, every college should have esports.
ABC is out there with ABC, and it's Black Hole, and there's Flash, and it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward. We've got Brown. Prophet is out there with the Wizard. Then it's the Kid, and it's Edwards in at the 2 guard. Here's Flash, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Flash has got 5 points so far, being a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Howard.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connecting.
Black Hole passes to Flash. Barnes up top. Offensive rebound. ABC scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, he just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Howard. Here's the Prophet. There's the pass to the Kid. Gets an open look and hits. The Kid's got his first points in this one.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. Now we've seen some top prospects forego college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th?
Right.
And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
Flash passes to Barnes.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Barnes. That one is no good.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. Some of the guys try to protect their images and their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it.
Shots.
I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Carey came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
Both shots good from the stripe. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people, and they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Maybe kind of grown up with you, though, too. You've been relevant for many years. Well, they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose. But what's weird is...
I think you'd be surprised. More of...
Well, you know this, too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true, yeah. I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Here's ABC. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his third assist on the night.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here is Edwards. He's got 11. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. On the free throw, no good. Gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Flash passes to Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 6. Here's Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
No good from Howard.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Barnes looking around. Passes it to Black Hole. Now Barnes. Clock at 4. Here's Flash. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. It's a close game here in Philadelphia. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
The Prophet passes to the kid. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Pass to Flash. Pass to Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 6 points.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Brown against Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Here's Flash. Edwards defending. Flash passes to ABC. The shot will not fall. Being 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
Rebounding might not be his #1 priority, but you wouldn't know it from tonight. He's down there outplaying the big guys.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Greg, how much fun is it to have Bill with us? Such a prominent voice in sports journalism and never afraid to speak his mind.
You know, oftentimes when you gain popularity, you become a little more conservative, a little more reserved, but not Bill. And that's why he's maintained such a tremendous following.
Howard with a clean look. Sinks the three-pointer. Howard's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Brown the pass to the kid. Brown trying to free himself up. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
One shot, gentlemen.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Prophet passes to the kid. Here's the Wizard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. The Wizards got 10 points in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black Hole. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Barnes. And no good that time. And so it's the home team bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. For the game at 42%. We've got Flash. ABC is out there with ABC. Then it's Black Hole. And it's Howard in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Being a low 30% right now on ugly offensive performance. Passes it to the Wizard. And here's Edwards. Brown outside. Lets the three fly, sinks the three-pointer. The back-to-the-basket scoring obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
Here is Edwards. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Flash passes to Black Hole. He kicks it to Howard. No good on the 3. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Down low. Here's the Wizard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. Barnes passes to Black Hole. Barnes outside. The baseline J. They grabbed their own miss. Count it. Good. ABC's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edwards. Over Barnes. Edwards can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Howard, the pass to Black Hole. To the wing on the left. Here's ABC, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. C-Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, 3rd grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set: shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be, instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Black Hole passes to Barnes. Pass to Black Hole. From deep. No good there.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Here's the Wizard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Black Hole. ABC, great positioning on the putback. Timeout called by Nate McMillan.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Here's the Prophet. He has 6. And there's the pass to Edwards. To the paint. It's tipped. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Kicks it to Barnes. Here's ABC. 19 points in the game. Over in the corner, Barnes drills it from outside. Barnes has got 12.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Howard. Here's the kid. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Passes to the Prophet. Edwards with it. He's guarded by Howard. Shoots. Edwards. That's good. 16 points for him. Gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Blackhole passes to Barnes. Kicks to Howard. No good with the triple. And 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. The feed to Brown and taken away by Brown. Here's the Wizard. And another shot. It's tipped. Here's ABC. He's got 19. And there's the call on A-Train. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Brown. To the middle. Here's Flash. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Brown outside. Tries from 16. Edwards can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Some solid defense from Brown. A low 30% mark from the field. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Count that one. 16 points for the Wizard.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourself to blame. Box out.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 12. Dishes it to Howard. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. Brown right side. Edwards with it. 16 points for him. Just 2 to shoot. Keeps it alive. Barnes grabs the miss. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
It's stolen by Brown. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Howard. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to ABC. Trying to get something going. Here's Black Hole. The pass to ABC. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Brown outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the home team bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA is headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Is it out there with the Prophet? Then there's Edwards. Then it's the kid, and it's Brown in at the point. Here's the kid. Oh, good on the three.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Passes it to Edwards. The shot from the low post is good.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Timeout.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Here's Black Hole. He's covered by Brown. Barnes outside. And right on target. Good.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. And stolen by Barnes. Flash passes to ABC. Wasted no time on that one. ABC's got 21 in the game. Down low, here's the Wizard. And he banks in the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Barnes outside. Pass to Black Hole. And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Being 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. ABC really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Here is Edwards. Pass to Brown. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession on Sunday and then on Monday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Barnes kicks to Howard. And it's been a tough game for him offensively.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
And it's Brown missing.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
And Flash gets it to go. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's the kid, covered by Barnes. The kid passes to the Wizard. The shot misses. Good D by Barnes. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over to the left wing. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Howard. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizard. And the 3 off target. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Brown. Fires it up. Edwards can't hit.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
The Wizard passes to Brown. Sinks the three-pointer. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
No coverage that time. 11 points for Howard. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double.
Yeah.
And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game,
One shot.
if they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the pass to ABC. The dish to Howard. 18 feet out, and that misses everything.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Two shots.
And free throw good from Brown. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Black Hole. He kicks it to Barnes. Shot on the wing. The shot's good. Barnes has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, it makes him a lot more effective when his mid-range shot is dropped.
Pass to the Prophet. Pass to the Wizard. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Inside. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 20 points for A-Train.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And the way they've clamped down on D has been a big factor in this game.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Lets it go from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Barnes, and that one drops. Barnes has got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
And here's Edwards. Kicks it to Brown. Ball's knocked loose. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, ABC.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. There's the pass to Black Hole. Now here's Howard. He's all alone. Here's the Prophet. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Howard. Gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Shoots from 14. That one's not going to go.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have.
Here's Edwards. Off target with his 3. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
ABC passes to Flash. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so he hits both. Timeout called by Nate McMillan. Howard's checked in for Black Hole. Now here's Jennings, guarded closely. He can't hit that time.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Howard, the pass to ABC. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
All you can do at this point is focus. Dial in on each moment. Do your best. You can't get consumed over the score.
Here's the kid. Out to White. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.